Welcome to Ulft in the east of Holland, where the Strongest Man Grand Prix has drawn much of the local population to the John F. Kennedy Square for the latest round of the series. And the crowd is here to witness a clash of titans. Quality will out from what is an ultra-high quality field. Truck pull, Viking press, Atlas stones, and all your regular favourites await the contenders. It's about time we met up with all of them. And so we go straight to the first of our events, the truck pull, and it's Jimmy Larace who's involved. Jimmy of Belgium, of course, and well, security guards, Belgian champion, is part of the deadlift squad as well, and moving this enormous 22,000 kilo machine. Maximum 90 seconds they've got. They're only got to cover 20 meters only. Powering it home, he got a great early shift move upon it and drags it over. It's a good time as well for Jimmy. 28.73 seconds. And pleased to be part of the lowland atmosphere here. Agnes Kazelnis fighting to gain some kind of grip there and using the shoulders to perfection. You would think certainly got it over the move, and it's a good quick start this by Agnes. Oh, working well. He's picked up the speed, he's got the momentum. He just needs to drive it home. Well, works as a plumber. Clearly used to shifting lead this time around, though. It just happens to be a much bigger machine. And good time as well for Kazelnik's 27.22. Just trimming Jimmy Larace very tight indeed. Just a second and a half in it and struggling for grip here. Etienne Schmidt. He's found it though, and he's got a good body angle as well. Lovely drive, and he's picking up speed here. This is superb stuff from Schmidt. Driving it across the line, the South African. There goes the whistle, 26.64. Absolutely superb. Let's meet him.
How was it? Struggled with the pull away, but when I got off, nice, easy pull.
And fastest time?
Yeah, I'm happy.
That's a good start?
Yeah, I think so. But there's still some athletes to come, so it's not a win for sure.
There's an awful long way to go. It's Levi Vioga who's up next. Levi from New Zealand, also Southern Hemisphere. The boys seem to be doing well. He's a performance artist, would you believe? Imagine this man staring you down and doing the haka. Well, he's underway, using his massive frame to good effect. Spidering. And here he comes. Target time 26.64. I don't think he's going to get there, and he's just not keeping it down. Suddenly realizes what he's got to do. Gets level again, but he's going to be out of time here. 28.04. Not bad, but plenty still to come here. And not top time yet. Etienne Schmidt. There's Gorg Ormondson. Up next. Borg, physiotherapist, one of the more diminutive, doesn't carry an awful lot of weight across his shoulders, as you can see, but a strong man nonetheless. Almost looks diminutive amongst this company. Decent time, 26.65. Well, that's a very decent time indeed, and just 1/100th of a second down on Etienne Smit. Appearances can be deceiving then, and Ogmundsson will be living to fight another day. Certainly the Icelander lived for 9 months in the Netherlands, so clearly well at home. This is Jeremy Hogg then, the Australian. He's a minor, 49er. Hogg getting a good pull on this one. Oh, rising, using his body weight here as well as the drive. Where will Hogg's time be? Oh, and he did it. Great athleticism from Hogg. Let's have a word with him.
Is one of your favorites? The truck?
It's very hard to find a truck that people are willing to let you pull in Australia. So maybe I'll find someone now to let me pull their trucks around.
So there was no training for you down under?
No trucks, just the family in the car. Go for a run with the family in the back.
So a lack of training possibilities for Hogg because nobody will lend him his truck. Now this is Jarno Hams. Now Hams, a great favourite here. He's really been setting himself up for this one. The locals as well, of course, cheering him on. He is a Dutchman, professional strongman, and you can understand why when you see the quality here. This is absolutely superb. Look how low he's keeping it, getting the drive on. Well, it's all muscle there, and he's seen the line, and it's going to be a good time, this one. Driving it, oh, the harness. Well, the harness is let go here. Now, where do we go from here? Now, this is, oh. Well, this is an interesting one. Bernard Venneberg and Jamie Reeves, the referees, have got some thinking to do.
Wat ga je doen? Hoe ga je dit oplossen?
So what are you going to do? Is the question to the referee, Bernd Venneberg. He says, we're going to discuss it with the other referees and work out what's happened. We don't know exactly for the time being, he says. Well, I think the answer is he's going to have to go again, but that means he's effectively going to have to do an extra event to everyone else because he was really close to the line. Everyone else just gets a little bit of refreshments, as the Dutch know how they can. That's the father of Hams, and he looks a little bit nervous. He's going to go again. Now, this is massive, and the crowd will really roar him on. I suspect adrenaline might play a part here, and if it does, well, you never know. Here he goes. Second pull, don't forget. So effectively, he's done twice the distance of everybody else. The crowd know this, and look at him go. Well, he's not sparing it now. About then would be the full distance. He was only a yard or two short of the line, but he's going for it here. 26.64 is the time he wants to beat out there. I don't think he's going to get there, but boy, oh boy, what an effort. Fantastic stuff. Wow, 28.21. It would have been better than that if the harness hadn't broken, but he went twice, don't forget. Well, I just hope he picks up some other events here. Amazing. Well, sometimes everything goes well, he says, sometimes it doesn't, but today what happened in the truck puller, I've never done anything that tough before. Just want to recuperate, he says. That's how they stand then. That's how they finished on the opening event. We're going to be back with more the loading medley after the break. Welcome to Strongman Holland in Ulf in the east of the country. Georg Ummertsen and Boris Milosevic watching on. It's the load medley. Steve McDonald and Tom Janssen it is. Set to go. Well, the load medley. 3 carpet rolls have to be stuck on the truck. Each weigh 130 kilograms, no small amount. Kind of a couple of girlfriends, if you like, although you wouldn't treat them like this naturally enough. Following the 3 carpet rolls, there's a couple of washing machines to be dealt with as well, each weighing 100 kilos. And it's a question of grip, that's the difficult thing. Carpet rolls, nice and tidy, but now the hands are sweaty, and all of a sudden the legs are starting to think about it. The back's taking a strain as well. This is a difficult piece to get hold of. They've managed it, and they're away, and this is good work by these two. McDonald and Janssen. They're going to be close together. It's tight, this one. It's going to be sub 1 minute. What will it be? Oh, that was tight. Look at that. Separated by less than a second. Super job, Steve McDonald, just getting the drop there. 57.54 as opposed to 57.66 for Tom Janssen. Next up, Boris Milosevic and Jimmy Larace. Jimmy Larace nearest to us. And here we go. Carpet rolls first. Nice and tidy. Oh, except for Larace. He's left it behind here. Well, he's not happy. Oh, and something's gone. He's picked up an injury here, Larace. And he's walked off. Well, that's difficult for Milosevic as well. And it's something in his arm for Jimmy, and that's a nightmare. Boris has got nobody to measure himself against. He just has to stay focused and get on with it here. But it's really difficult when you're not pacing yourself with somebody and you've got the distraction. But that looks like a tendon problem, and that is nasty. Well, I'll have a word with Jimmy in a moment. Meanwhile, Boris just keeps on going. And the washing machines. Now, this is the difficult part with the hands starting to sweat up here. It's a question of grip. He's got one, and away he comes, but he looks to be struggling here. He's really blowing. 100 kilos each. The carpet rolls weigh more. Boris goes back, he's all alone, and he's done. He's done. Thank you very much, he says. Oh. They were insisting it was stood up, as if that matters. Well, clearly it does here. He's out of time. 75 seconds is the maximum, a minute and 15 seconds. He just ran out of time there, Boris. And the ice packs go on here with Jimmy Larace, and he's lost a bit of colour from his face as well. It's obviously something really nasty going on in there. We can have a word with him. Well, he didn't even get away with the first carpet roll there. Something snapped.
Jimmy, kan je vertellen wat er gebeurd is?
So, Jimmy, can you tell us what happened? Well, normally this sort of thing wasn't too heavy for me, especially at the beginning. He said I picked up a carpet roll and I just felt something strange in my arm. It snapped.
Ik wou hem optillen en zo denk ik daar veel kracht op zetten. Ja, krak. Voelde ik iets krakken en een schoot naar hier, dus ja.
Het is gewoon definitief over.
So, do you think you'd be able to finish today?
Definitief over vandaag.
Or is it all over? It's all over, mate.
Denk het wel, ja.
Best of luck. Quite right too. He'll be off to the hospital to have that looked at, and it may be a period of rehabilitation, of course, for Jimmy Larace. That sounded nasty. A tendon snap in the arm. Push the absolute limit, these boys. Jano Hams and Jeremy Hogg going for it here. Now, don't forget, Jano Hams had to go twice out there with the trucks, remember. Jeremy Hogg keeping him honest here. And look at that, talk about fired up. Jano has dealt with his carpets, all three of them, before Jerry Hogg's managed one. Unbelievable. Well, this is what adrenaline can do for you. Thank you very much. Just one more washing machine to done, and Jarmo will get a super time here, that's for sure. Superb job. What about that? Pulls two trucks. Does the truck pull twice effectively and comes back and sets the benchmark time here. 49.88. Superb by the Dutchman. Jerry Hogg playing catch up here. Well, he made that look easy. Well, absolutely not. He says, I've recovered from the truck pull. Still tired. I could do this faster, but this is not the fastest time for sure, he says. What about Jerry Hogg? Let's have a word.
Jeremy, that was a tough one against Jano.
Yeah, he's very good. In Australia, we get a company to do your furniture. Move your furniture. Much easier to get someone else to do it. But good fun. That's what we're here for, fun.
He is. Well, I'm glad he's enjoying it. We're enjoying watching him, but, well, it's Georg Ogmundsson and it's Etienne Schmidt right now. Time to go, and they're underway. Carpet rolls onto the second stage, and Ogmundsson seems to be struggling just a little bit here. Etienne Schmidt is well underway. Ogmundsson opting for the long trousers on a warmish day. And Etienne Schmidt goes for it. Jogs back, almost daintily on his toes. Relieved of the weight each time. Look at him sprint back. This is amazing. Etienne Schmidt is on a roll here. Ogmundsson, he's already on the washing machines himself. But look at this. Oh, it's close. So close indeed. And that's the benchmark time, the new one indeed. 44.78. Ogmundsson, 51.53. That's third quickest so far. So two good efforts, but, well, Etienne Schmidt really had it there.
Again, the fastest time.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Looked like a piece of cake for you.
That was easy. Light. Not too heavy. And I'm feeling fit.
Light, not too heavy. Etienne Schmidt, 2 events in a row, and Jarno Hams had off to him, coming back from a double truck pull and finds himself finishing second in that event, and that's how they finish at the moment. That's the overall ranking after 2 events, or 2 3/4 if you happen to be Mr. Hams, and he's doing well to finish in third place, or stay in third place for the time being. This is the Viking Press, starting with 185 kilos, and it's Jerry Hogg.
30 seconds, denk ik. Dames en heren, fantastisch applaus, Jeremy Hogg. Hij valt daarvan tegen hoogte.
Well done and dusted. It's 30 seconds you've got to get it sorted. Starting on 185, Jerry Hogg. And the weight stays the same for now. It's Levi Vioga next up. Here he goes. Wow. Oh, mustering himself, just can't quite make the press. Wow, it's eating them, this event. Jerry Hogg and Levi Vioga stuck at 185. I have to say that Adam Darash and Boris Milosevic didn't make a 160. So prisoners already been taken here. Agnes Kazelniks shows the way forward. Absolutely superb. Standing press, 185 kilos. Tom Jansen up next. Come on, Tom. The Dutchman, plenty of support here. He's a painter decorator. Ooh, nothing too pretty about that, though. Come on, give me some encouragement. He's only got 30 seconds to make it. I think he's spent. One more go. Oh, can't. Tom Jansen backs out. Good heart. Steve McDonald now, the American. Barman and Courier. Fancy having him turn up with your delivery. America's Strongest Man, 2006. He's on tour now. Oh, yes! Drives it home. Steve McDonald makes the 185. It's going to rise to 220 next. Super job. Let's have a word with him.
That looked pretty easy.
It was okay. I think I'm good for one more.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Over the 200?
Yeah. We'll see.
It's 220 next. And in fact, we've got Georg Ogmundsson, I beg your pardon, still to have a go here. Fully clothed and fully out of this one. Well, the 185 still not finished. Jarno Hams, that was his mum, by the way. Mum and dad both here. He's so determined after so much disappointment early on. Look at that. And dad is delighted as well. Well done, son. Super job. Well, I have to say, it looks like Jano Hans could press all day here. Superb. Look at that. How's about that, Mum and Dad? Great. Eddie Schmidt, South Africa. Comes up for it. Will it move? Oh. Well, the fluid that we saw just a moment ago, missing. Eddie Schmidt can't match Jano Ham's efforts. Look at that man. Super job. Third in the table, having done the truck pull twice. Amazing. So the weight's going up. It's 220 kilos now. 220 kilos. Steve McDonald, Jano Hams and Kazelniks are the only men left in this. So here we go. Steve McDonald as well. Super job. Anish Kazelniks doing the business, and Steve McDonald comes out. Well, he said he could do one more. Can he make 220? We're about to find out. Psyching himself. And here goes the press. Right now. Oh, just couldn't drive it up. He'll try again. Never worked second time, it seems. Steve McDonald did well. Finishes third.
Steve, almost.
Just didn't quite have it. It's heavy. Very heavy.
Satisfied with the way things are going?
It's okay so far. I wasn't too happy with the truck pull, but the last two events have been okay. 4 more to go. It's a long day.
And it certainly is. So it's between Kazelniks and Jano Hams. 2 men left in it. Going for the points. He's got Mum screaming him on. Dad as well. Sort of a quiet giant, his father. Oh, superb. Oh, no hesitation whatsoever. The crowd go absolutely ballistic here. They love him in Ulf and all over Holland. And that was a supreme press. Magnificent. So Kazelniks has made it. So has Jano Hams. And it goes up to 240. Plenty of time to think about it. It's Kazelniks at first here. Strides up the Latvian. Used to pipe work. Being a plumber. Can't quite make it stick this time. He's going to accept second place. That's if Jano Hams can make the lift. Jano's up for it by the looks of things. The Viking press waiting for him. Crowd with him as well. 2,000 have turned up here. Total population of Ulft is 10,000, so a fifth of the population have crammed into the square here. Here he goes. Can he do it to take this event? Not that time. We've never seen a second push work. Can't be done. They'll share the points. 10.5 apiece at the top. Steve McDonald will pick up 9. Super job, and well, great camaraderie amongst the big guys. So Eddie and Schmidt, after losing out on 185, still leads here, but Jano Hams has closed the gap. He's up into second place now. Amazing.
You're still number 1, but just by the littlest of margins.
I don't know. I haven't seen the scoreboard yet.
Half a point.
Before Jano second. Yeah. Give my best in the next.
Well, the next will be the Atlas Stones. That's the overall standings for now. Schmidt being chased down by Hams. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Ulf in the east of Holland. It's the Strongman Grand Prix of the Netherlands, and it's the Atlas Stones next. Jorg Odmundson is up first here. Always a tough event, and it just seems to get more and more wearing. 5 stones increasing in weight. They've got a maximum of 90 seconds. The last one weighs 180 kilos. It's a nightmare. It may be a shorter lift, but boy, oh boy, is it heavy, especially at the end of this one. He's dropped it once. Odmundson goes again. Struggling to lift it. Makes it stick. Superb. 30.37. What a benchmark for us all here. What a way to get us underway. Let's have a word.
Was that pure power or your length being an advantage?
I thought I did it okay, but too slow.
Too slow?
Yes, too slow. Next time, new stones, I will do it in 20 seconds.
And how was the last stone? 180 kilos?
Yes. They're all the same weight. It's just the head that plays your fucks it up. No problem.
Good man, he's a physiotherapist, knows how to muster a body to deliver, and he's done it so far, but will it be enough? 30.37 seconds. It's Etienne Schmidt up next. Etienne came to this one, don't forget, this fourth event, leading by just half a point. So he's determined. Shirts come off, so he gets extra grip with his torso here. Picking the stones up, 110, 120, 140, 160, and then the nightmare, 180. Tall men do well, it seems, on the final lift. Will he have the height? Will he have the strength? Will he have the power? Schmidt, here it comes. Oh, yes, 27.89. He gets the better of Ogmundson's time. Super job. Look at that. Fighting for grip and makes it stick. Super.
Etienne, fastest time.
Yeah, not a bit of luck, but I'm happy.
Yeah, it looked pretty easy. You went very, very fast.
Yeah, had a header on the first ball, bit over goalie, but I was like, that's nice.
So back again in the lead.
I don't know, there's still 3 other athletes coming.
There are indeed, and Steve McDonald is up next, the American. It's a quiet response to him, but it seems that the buff top has paid dividends, and it's being copied here by Steve. Good start, tidy, skips away. He's got the height as well. He's a big lad, McDonald. 1.85 m. That's 640, you and me. Oh, this is very tasty by Steve McDonald. 27.89 is his target time. Oh, he's got it. 26.55. Punches the air. Superb work by Steve McDonald. Great coordination. Super poise. Job done.
Steve, fastest time.
I love the stones. My favorite event, always has been.
Yeah, practicing a lot with it.
Yeah. Practice every 2 weeks. Rain or shine.
You got stones like these at home?
Oh yes, about 20 of them.
What a collection. Now, I wonder if Jano Hams manages to do the same thing. I assume so. He's coming here looking so determined. He's certainly got the crowd behind him. After having to truck pull twice because of a broken harness, with a 10-minute rest, and has just been clawing his way back up the rankings ever since. Pumped full of adrenaline, ready to go. So much support here. He's gone white with anger. That's just what you want. Here he goes. Oh, and he was waiting for that whistle. He wants a fast time, and can he deliver? Well, it's already underway, and it's looking very, very good indeed here for the Dutchman. Super job. How quick can a man deliver this? Amazing. The crowd know this is good. We know this is good. 26.55 is Steve McDonald's time, and he looks comfortably in. Can he deliver this one? Oh, momentary hesitation. No! Superb! 24.64. He takes the lead overall. Jano Hams is bossing this event. Amazing.
Dankjewel, dankjewel.
Snelste tijd.
Oh, congratulations. Thank you, he says. It's going really well.
Ja, nee, dat is,
It's important to keep going. Simple as that.
Nee, gaat lekker nu.
Lekker indeed. Likes it a lot. Jano Hams takes it and gets the 11 points. Steve McDonald, nearest man to him. But after 4 events, it means that Jano Hams takes over the lead from Etienne Schmidt. Ogmundsson is up into 3rd place. So it's the yoke race. Favourite amongst a lot of you, I know that. 380 kilos, 20 metres to be covered. 60 seconds is all they have. I suppose you could call this the milk race. Although I believe that's patented by a cycling organisation. Away they go. Well, the way one of them goes, that's for sure. Adam Delash and Levi Vioga And we're looking further back down. Poor old Adam, stuck at the start, just cannot get it moving. This is unbelievable. Adam Darash is having all kinds of difficulty. Just the Hungarian just cannot get it lifted, and he's a professional strongman. He is one of the mighty men out there, but it's just not moving for him. Amazing.
Levi, that was very fast.
Thank you.
Some special technique?
Nou, dat is ook maar kracht erin go.
Did you ever lift 2 cows before?
Now that I eat them.
The Kiwi performance artist. That would have been what a heck of a performance, you can believe that. So Tom Jansen it is, and Agnes Kozelniks, and the organisers worried about that, Adam Darash, and just an uncomfortable weight that you just couldn't get going there. Look at that, 12:03. That's an amazing time for Kozelniks. Tom Jansen still struggling here. He's had a put down. Not going to be out of time, but he is going to be out of the points, I think, with a 25:56. Well, that was a super job by Agnes. Olgenson's up next, the physiotherapist, eyeing it up, wondering which muscle groups he's going to need to use here. I think the answer is absolutely all of them. So Etienne Schmidt along with him. Now, don't forget, Etienne is looking for a good one here. He needs to beat Jarno Hams. And it's a good time, you've got to say that. 14:60, absolutely brilliant by Schmidt. Ogbenson comes across the line in 1971. Fine year, remember it well. Etienne Schmidt then has done what he needed to do here, which was get started, find the rhythm, find the balance, and drive it home. But is it enough? Guess who? Crowd favourite. Got to be Jarno Hams. Look at that. He's already cow wrestling before he even starts. Gets another smack on the back from his coach. Steve McDonald is next to him. Stevie Mack. Will he be left in the trail of Jarno Hams? The answer is absolutely. He couldn't have got a quicker start if he'd used blocks. Unbelievable. He's got the balance. He's got the poise. He's got the time. Superb. Wow. 11:62. The watch stops upon him. And Steve McDonald is still enjoying the event out there. Steve coming across the line. What will be his time? Oh, 24:50. He's down in 6th place. But Jarno Hams has done it again.
Winnaar van het onderdeel.
Ja, dit is... De training heb je zo met liggen kloten.
Well, training is what it's all about in this event. Normally this is one of my favourites, but year in, year out, you've got to do the training, and now it's paying off. This is really good, he says.
Ja, dan kan je de pijn een beetje verbijten en dan wil het wel.
Jarno Hams is looking unbeatable after doing more events than anyone else. He's out there and leading ahead of Kozelniks for now, at least in that one. Kozelniks is in 3rd place behind Etienne Schmidt, who stays in touch, but Hams is starting to pull away. We're going to take a break and we'll be back with more. It's the Weight for Height in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back. It's Weight for Height, 25 kilogram increments. Going higher and higher, 2 attempts at every height, and it hasn't worked this time for Adam Darash. 25 kilo weight. It's the height that increases. 460 at the moment, just missing out. And a brief word with Jarno Hams. He says, I understand Steve McDonald is wearing your outfit because he's lost his clothes. He said, yeah, he has his, a luggage problem at the airport, needs some extra gear, and Hams frequently everywhere he says, and so I just thought I'd help him out. So not having your own stuff is not nice, but I think he's doing okay, he says. And he is. He's chasing down a top 5 spot at least here. How will Steve do right now? Let's have a look. Oh, tickles it over. Just cruising over there. 4.60 meters. Just does it.
Is it because you're wearing Jarno's clothing?
It's very possible, yes.
They told me you lost all your stuff.
I lost all my luggage, yep. It's all somewhere, in some airport somewhere.
Between America and Holland.
Yeah, somewhere. So it'll probably be at my hotel when I get back, when I don't need it anymore.
Well, if you find it, the stuff probably won't fit anyway. So you may as well send it back to Steve's hotel. Wow, look at that. How about that? Levi Vioga just playing with it. Georg Ogmundsson is next. Ogmundsson, really impressive, the Icelandic. He's been living for the last 9 months in Holland and almost swats it away. Brilliantly done. Well, it's not troubling too many of them. Etienne Smith, let's see how he gets on. Etienne, the South African. Waff. It was a lot of power, and it went clean over the top of the hill, down the other side. No doubt about the crowd favourite of the month, certainly. Jarno Hams. Good technique. Oh, dismissive. Brilliant. Well, we've had a number of failures. It's now at 490 out there. Now, this is a big ask here, and Steve McDonald is the first to go with it. Oh, so close. Maybe you get 2 attempts at every height. Steve getting by on the 460. Another 30 centimeters. Will it fox him? 25 kilos is not a small amount of weight. Can't quite do it. Steve McDonald walks off. He's going to get 4th spot. Oh, brilliant. Look at that. I love the way this guy just delivers here. Levi Vioga is so explosive, and it's a perfect event for him because of that. And he knows it. It's Ogmundsson up next. Georg Ogmundsson, he's a big man, so he's got a kind of a height advantage. He's got a big arc as well because of the longer arm. Oh, clean. Didn't even touch the hoarding. Well, maybe the height will be helping him here. It certainly seems to be so. Etienne Smith next. Etienne chasing down that overall leader now. Jarno Hams has taken over the lead from him. Oh, and it doesn't go this time. Skitters across the cobbles. Well, Jarno Hams knows that if Smith fails here, he's going to have a comfortable lead overall, and he does fail. Well, nobody likes to applaud failure. And at this level, you're just applauding greatness. Greatness beaten on this occasion. However, superb. Jarno Hams. Out he comes. Look at him. So driven by the crowd. Oh, that was high enough to clear. Absolutely high enough to clear. Went high enough, but he didn't send it over. It was a question of delivery. He's so pumped up here. His parents and his girlfriend are waiting to watch. Bang! Oh, yes. Second attempt, swats it away. 490? What's 490? It's no problem. That's what to Jarno Hams. Absolutely superb. And up it goes. 5:10 is the new mark here. Now don't forget, it's your attempt quotient that counts. So if you get it first time and somebody equals you on the height, you will finish ahead of them if you do it in one. If you do it on your second go, I hope you're following this, then it's not as good as doing it cleanly first time. Oh! Well, it just nonchalantly steps out of the way as that 25 kilos just falls down. I imagine if it had fallen on his Levi Vioga's head, it probably wouldn't have done much damage. He's such a tough guy. So explosive now. Here's Mr. Height Advantage, Georg Ogmundsson at 5'10". Can he do it? Oh, almost, but not quite. Almost, but not quite. He's got another go. Georg gets it back into position. Ready to go. All 25 kilos of it. And he just needs to address it again. Address the podium. It's a weightlifting technique. Get the anger up. Has he got enough anger to go with his enormous height and his great strength? No! He's beaten again by the 5'10". So it's just, guess who? Jarno Hams to come up next. Look at that. Well, he had the height. If the arc had just been a little bit better, it was coming down as it hit the hoarding. Jarno Hams, like a bull in the ring here. 5'10" awaits him. This, so he doesn't have to share the points if he can get this over. 5'10". He has been absolutely fired up ever since having to do the truck pull twice because of a broken harness. Well, he got the height, just needs the arc. He's got one more go. If it clears, he's won the event, and he increases the gap overall to 7 points. Will he do it? Jarno Hams comes back, addresses the weight, needs to dispatch it cleanly this time. It's the last go. He's last to go. And it's the height that has beaten everybody so far. 5 meters and 10. Takes a look. Needs to get the arc. If he can get the arc right, it will clear. Mum, dad and girlfriend waiting to deliver their praise, along with the other 2,000 fans who've turned up here. Here we go. 1 and 2, and here we go. Oh, he's got there. They go crazy. Only just, but good enough. Jarno Hams wins again. Well, a little bit tense after the first time. He says, yeah, but it went over. Now, this time I was lucky, but earlier I had some bad luck in the truck pull. Fair enough, the weight fell on the right side, and that means 11 points. I'm almost there, he says. So the weight for height looks like this. Jarno Hams taking it with fine style. The only man able to clear 5'10". 2 got by 4'90". That was Levi Vioga and Georg Ogmundsson. Ogmundsson in 3rd place and closes the gap on Etienne Schmidt. But look at Jarno Hams. He's the runaway leader for now by 7 points. Well, autograph hunters out in force here at Steve McDonald's, signing his life away, presumably. That kid got a contract hidden under that cloth. And away we go with the Farmer's Walk. Boris Milosevic and Adam Darash. Milosevic and Darash are the bottom 2 contenders at the moment. They've had their troubles. And this is the difficult bit. It's the turn, and you do have to cross the line there before you actually make your way back. And the judges seem to be reasonably happy about it. And we'll wait and see. And once again, all the way back. 3 times 20 meters it is. The finish line awaits them up the other end. Maximum of 90 seconds to get the job done. And they are just fashioning their weights here. Sherman Shernan providing the RSJs, and they are enormous. 120 kilos each. That's 240 kilos. It's more than the shopping, and they are feeling it out there. They've had to take a rest, these two, Milosevic and Darash. Darash crosses the line. 1:06.70 and 1:11.97 it is for Milosevic. Wow. Well, that was a tough one. It really is. Lungs fit for bursting. Biceps, quads, back, shoulders, everything involved here. It's massive. Jeremy Hogg is out there, so is Tom Jensen. Jeremy Hogg from Australia. Great joker, lovely personality. Tom Jensen going with him. Got across the line, tiptoe onto it, and away they go. It's the turn that often foxes them because they're long weights, these, and the difficulty is just to control them enough touches the line. That's enough, and back he goes. Jansen's on a run here. The line's ahead of him. Whoa, 33.68 for Tom Jansen. Pumped up and delivers. And Jerry Hogg comes across the line at 38.23. Well, the guys who've been on a roll so far today are up next, and they know they've been busy out there. Superb. Jerry Hogg showboating for the public. Good lad. Steve McDonald up next, albeit in borrowed clothes. Levi Vioga is next to him. Now, Vioga is a real explosive athlete, as we've seen. Will he have the determination and indeed the ability to carry these at distance? He loves an explosion. We're not sure whether he can cope with the sustained power delivery. Steve McDonald is out there, and Levi Vioga has actually said that's it, and he's only covered 8 meters 63. Well, good for him. He's staying there to encourage Steve McDonald, because it is more difficult if you haven't got somebody to benchmark yourself against. Steve makes the turn and heads back. It's not going to get anywhere near the best time so far. It's going to be around the 40s here, but all credit to Steve. He's carried this one, all 240 kilos of it. Twice 120 in each arm, and he knows he's been busy. Look at that. Steve McDonald searching for respite, just to try and put some oxygen back into those muscles around his body, and they've all been used, believe me that. Georg Ogmundsson up next, up against Agnieszka Kazelniks. Now, Kazelniks has been a quiet bomb, if you like, the Latvian plumber. And look at Ogmundsson, he's really having a go here. But Agnes is away, and he's being driven and sent in a zigzag by the shimmying weights that are in his hands. Round he comes again. Kazelniks is looking handy here. This is absolutely brilliant. Ogmundsson's chasing him as well. Ogmundsson's got the longer legs. This is really going to be close here. Superb time by those two. Absolutely brilliant. Kazelniks gets the drop in this one. 32.28. That's against 32.50. It couldn't have been closer. There, P's 1 and 2 for now, but we still have Etienne Schmidt and Jarno Hams. They are our leaders. It's the leaders against each other, and this is it. The Farmers Walk, it's the final event, don't forget, and these two lead in the overall rankings. It's going to take, I have to say, Jarno Hams to not complete this one for Etienne Schmidt to win the event here in Holland, to win the Strongman Grand Prix of Holland. He knows that, and we all know that Jarno Hams is the man to beat, and look at him go. They're both together here, but Schmidt wants to get some glory here as well. Steps on the line. Lovely curve access to the run back. They've got one more to go, one more turn to make, and who's going to be? You just can't choose it between these two. Schmidt just goes a little bit wide. He makes too much of a loop. He should have turned earlier, and as a result, Hams has got the drop on him. Superb! He's taken it in fine style and lifts it before he drops it with disdain. Absolutely brilliant. Jarno Hams at 26.65. Etienne Schmidt, nearest man to him all day, 27.59. Amazing.
Jarno, gefeliciteerd.
Dankjewel.
Congratulations, you won the event. He says, I'm worn out now. I'm getting cramps, but thankfully it's the end of the event, so they've come at the right time. Etienne's got the same, so, no, I have to go to my girlfriend, he says. Oh, what a reward. And what a day it's been for Jarno Hams and the rest of us. Tremendous. Totally bossing the event, doing the truck pull twice, still having to come out on top, coming from behind, as it were. And that's how it is after 7 events. He wins the final one as well, adding to his tally, 71.5 points. They have loved it, so have we. And Jarno Hams gets the top prize, but not before a few have been through here. And Levi Vioga does the Maori dance. It's the hacker drawing up his ancestors for the ground and giving it to the crowd. Good job. Always difficult to do on your own. Levi Vayoga signing out here with pride. Absolutely brilliant. Well, hasn't it been superb? Jano Hans, champion of Strongman Grand Prix Holland. He'll be back, so will we. My name's Carlton Kirby. Thanks for your company. It's been a thriller. Somebody stop him. He's wound up. Superb. Wound up like a toy. And what a playmate he's been for all of us today. Absolutely brilliant. I hope you enjoyed it. That's it this time from the Strongman. From Ulft, it's bye-bye.
Hello and welcome to Oulu in Finland for the IFSA Grand Prix. 9 athletes lining up on bicycles. Not quite sure what that's all about, but these strongmen will be competing across 6 events in this contest. The first one is a real classic. It's the truck pull, 8,000 kilos that cab weighs. Robert Szczepanski up first from Poland. He's got a harness and rope situation, so giving him the maximum amount of power with arms and legs and bare feet, no less. He thinks that this is the best way to stick to this surface, and it may well be. Pulling very well here. This is quite a light truck pull for harness and rope. Szczepanski, IFSA's Poland champion, and he pulls that through in 25.1 seconds. A decent time, the others to chase then. And there's a good lineup here. Zdenek Sedmik of the Czech Republic, 6'5" and weighing in around about 150 kilograms. A giant of a man, former powerlifter. Powerlifting fans may well know him from IPF World Championships. He's had a silver medal and is a real bench press specialist. Well, that big chest help here. Certainly big strides. It's quite light, using his body weight to his advantage. He's got 25 seconds to beat by Szczepanski. It's going to be tight. Oh, he's just outside, 25.9. And the crowd here appreciating, up in northern Finland, Vidas Blakaitis, who's made the trip north from Lithuania. Blakaitis, who has really lived in the shadow of Zydrunas Savickas over the last, well, best part of a decade, really. Savickas, world's strongest man in Morocco, was his first appearance on the top stage. Of course, now IFSA, a separate federation to the world's strongest man, and Savickas is their #1, but not being represented here is Lithuania by Savickas. It's Blakaitis, who's certainly doing very well. 26.6, not really his kind of event. He's more of a presser and a squatter. As for this man, Jani Ilakainen, he is all about the truck pull. 6'7" tall, the Finnish champion 3 times now for IFSA. This should suit him very well. Big body weight to pull this along, and that helps a great deal. 25.1 of Szczepanski. And I think he's going to do that. It's going to be close, but 24.4, 24.43 to be exact, is the official time that Jano Hams of the Netherlands now knows he has to beat. Hams, 3 times Dutch champion, really done so well over the last few years. on Eurosport. We've seen him compete and win in so many Grand Prix. He seems to be there or thereabouts, never getting injured, which is one of his real attributes. He's just always, every single week, taking part. He dishes the rope. He's got plenty leg power, and 23.8 is a great time, takes the lead. Marek's lightest then to follow. The referee just getting it underway. Former strongman himself, Ilkka Kinnunen. Well, that doesn't look like the best of techniques, does it? Very light on his feet, isn't he? But he's pulling away. Marek's lightest, the Latvian, since Bergmanis and has stopped competing. He's taken over as the number 1. And here's a number 2 in Finland, Juha-Matti Järvi. Järvi is competing in this Oulu Grand Prix for the first time. 1.82 meters tall, so that's about 6 foot, 124 kilograms, so much smaller than his compatriot. But he's a tough guy, a real fighter. I don't think this will be his event, but the overhead press, he certainly looks built for that. Big deltoids, big shoulders, 28.8, so right out of the running. As we have still 2 competitors to go, and for me, this is the favorite of this contest, Andrius Murumets, Olympic weightlifting champion of Estonia, and indeed, I think 5 times IFSA Estonian strongman champion. Many of you may well know Tarmo Mitt, but Tarmo Mitt is Estonian champion, not in the IFSA Federation. So this is a good time. He's a great athlete, Andrius Murumets, former police officer. 23.8 seconds his time there. And how does that compare? That's, I think, just faster than Jarno Hams. Vladimir Ritsov finishes off this lineup of 9 athletes. Ritsov is a Bulgarian. We saw him in the Grand Prix of Bulgaria, and the shoes he is using make this surface look like a slick ice. Well, he's not got the best footwear on, that's for sure, but now he's starting to make headway. 29.96, I'm afraid, for Ritsov. He's a little out of his league, finishes 9th there. Andrius Murumets, though, in first place. Hams in second. Ilakainen, the Finn, is on top at the moment. For the 2 Finns, rather. So he's in 3rd place. But I'm sure with the events coming, especially Farmers Walk next, he'll make a charge. Stick with us. Welcome back to Oulu in Finland. The IFSA Strongman Grand Prix is carrying on here with the second event, the Farmers Walk, the Grand Man, perhaps if you're in France. And here in Oulu, these 2 suitcases of steel don't look particularly heavy, and that's often one of the things in strongman. Is they're made for functional use by the sportsman, but often they could do with making these look even more impressive, because 150 kilos is unbelievably heavy. 300 kilos in total, 660 pounds. Just to lift these off the floor is really quite an achievement. So Vladimir Ritsov struggling around the first cone. It's 50 meters the distance here. He's made the 25-meter mark. And he has the dubious honor of coming out first here. All the others should be going head-to-head. There's 9, so there's an uneven number, and he was last in the last event. Attacking the line, it'd be good if he could finish this in the Bulgarian Grand Prix in his home country. He didn't finish this exact weight, though the implements were different. 54.96, so well done to Vladimir Ritsov of Bulgaria, who's definitely improving. 2 more competitors. It's Marek's Lightis up against Juha-Matti Järvi. And Lightis is a Latvian. Järvi is a Finn. And they're attacking the cone here. And both men looking fairly solid. Starting to put a little pressure now as Leitus is making a real charge here. He's going to get over the line in 28 seconds. That's solid. Järvi, the Finn, is struggling. Another 5 meters to go. Oh, 2 drops now, and that's cost him. Well, the Oulu crowd's trying to get behind him a little bit here to get him over the line. Of course, Oulu famous in northern Finland. I suppose mostly for Nokia, but I prefer to think of it for its Air Guitar World Championship, which is held since 1996. Anyway, more about that to come. As the strongman action here, Vaidas Plakaitis of Lithuania grimacing into the camera there, but he's quick round that cone. Oh, having some cone problems. Up against him there is Zdeněk Sedmik of the Czech Republic, kicking it with his foot. That doesn't help matters at all here, but this is going to be a lead time by Vaidas Plakaitis. Yes, it is. 24.56 seconds. Very solid. Looks like Zdeněk Sedmik has run out of puff here, the powerlifter, who's still in great powerlifting shape, perhaps not having enough cardiovascular power with all of those low repetition sessions he does for powerlifting. You really have to do a lot of cross training for strongman. These men are in tip-top condition. These two in particular. Szczepanski with the bald head up against Jani Ilakainen with the baseball-capped head. Ilakainen of Finland, Szczepanski of Poland. And Szczepanski, well, I suppose he's the Mariusz Pudzianowski of the IFSA strongman world. He's attacking the line here, and Szczepanski, a little like Pudzianowski, very quick with the farmer's walk. 20.2, good enough for the lead. Ilakainen, 21.36, good enough for second. Solid performance there. Muramets knows what he's got to do now. 20.22. Oh, Jarno Hams has gone down with some kind of knee injury, and in the last event I was talking about how he never seems to get injured. He's always there and he's always fighting, but that's not good news. But this is quick from Muramets, the man with the great grip. Can he take the victory? 20.2 to beat, 20.7 by the Estonian. Really sprinting over the final 10 meters there. But the story is perhaps Jarno Hams, 3 times Dutch champion, just having to pull up with knee injury problems. Oh, I wonder how severe it is. I've seen him with a bit of cramp before, but nothing too severe. He's always been very lucky. Comes in good condition. Looks after his body and nutrition very well. But here's confirmation then of the second event, the Farmer's Walk. Szczepanski takes the victory. Muramets, the Estonian, second. Ilakainen of Finland, third. Overall points then, Szczepanski will be in second behind Muramets. You can see on the right-hand side column, Muramets on 17, Szczepanski on 15. Ilakainen, who came third in that event, is indeed in third overall, with Vaidas Plakaitis in fourth. 9 athletes. Hams down the going to slip down the overall leadership in the coming events if he can't use that leg of his, but he is carrying on. That's the good news. Log lift then, 135 kilos, as many reps as possible. And surprise, surprise, Nokia are a sponsor with some 4,500 Nokia workers in the town.